Oh, wait a minute. As far as the products are concerned, I know I told you guys about the new product, but honey, guess what? You already know. Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back. What's going on, subs? And how y'all doing, noobs? And just in case you don't know what a noob is, that's short for newbie. And just in case you don't know what a newbie is, honey, I'm about to tell you. A newbie be anybody checking me out, maybe for the first time, may even be for the second, third, or fourth or fifth. We don't count those numbers around here. We really don't. I just want all of my subs and I want all of my noobs to gather around and come on in, come on in, come on in. Okay, so for today, y'all already know what tickety time it is. Did you check the title of the video? So if you did, that's what we're about to get into. We are about to do a relaxer update, okay? And for those who are not initiated and just happen to wander in here without looking at the title, what we like to do is round these parts. We like to check in about every 7 to 8 weeks because that's when I relax my hair. And then I just give my little update as far as how Relaxer Day went, any new products that I may have used or anything that I may have found. And then after the telling, then I get to showing basically where my hair is now as far as its state, its health, and yada yada yada. Then after I do the telling and then the showing, I do a little bit more telling, and then we wrap it up and then we give the benediction. Okay, so that's how the program today is going to go. So I basically give all the deets of what's going on in my hair streets. So without any further ado and without any further delay, I'm going to jump right into the update that I have for you today. So what we get into in the beginning is basically what we like to call the hors d'oeuvres or the finger foods, just a little breakdown of the products. And as you guys know, I do have my steady betties that I go to. So I normally do not venture off and try anything new. But hold on. Hold your horses. Because yes, I did try something new. Don't ask me why, but I just got a little curious. For those who do not know and are not familiar with my regimen, when I flat iron my hair, I like to use a serum. And I've been using Paul Mitchell's Skinny Serum for a very, very long time, and I like it. Now, not only do I use it to flat iron, but I use it as a finisher, just as a glosser all over my hair. But sometimes when you get on the internet, you start to looking and peeking and peeking and looking. And so I was peeking and looking and I saw this. This is the B&B or the Bumble and Bumble Heat Shield Thermal Protection Mist. You guys know that for a very long time, I have been using Theory's Heat Thermal Spray. And Theory is they make hair care. I'm into all their shampoos and moisturizers, including their flat iron. And they discontinued that thermal spray. So I was just curious. I saw this and I was curious. And I did use it, meaning the Bumble and Bumble, but I only used it once. So I'm going to give it another go. I'm going to give a full review, but it seems okay. But needless to say, I went back to my serum because I don't want to mess nothing up. You know what I mean? I'm going to adjust some things because when I tried it, it seemed a little heavy to me. And when I first did my hair, everything looked good. But then the next day, it just seemed like things were flattening out and just getting heavy. So I'm going to tweak a little things. I'm going to try it again. And if I end up liking it, I will give a full review. But as far as full disclosure, that is what I used new as far as my products or products on my hair. Everything else was status quo or the huge. And I just relaxed my hair about 2 days ago. 2 days, 1 day, about 2 days ago. And as you guys know, or if you didn't hear it in the beginning of my whole spiel, I like to relax my hair about every 7 to 8 weeks. As of recently, I've been doing about 9 to 10. Stretching it out maybe by a week or two. So this go around, I do believe that I went about 9 weeks. And even though everything went well as far as the Steady Betty and my staples, I have to say that I'm running out of my staples. More specifically, my Infusium 23, which they still sell. So, but I understand that they may have changed some of the formula to it or whatever. So anyway, I got to re-up on that. As well as my beloved Wrap and Tap. Wrap and Tap is just about tapped out. Okay, I am literally down to the last few drops on this. I have been using that for years, and they no longer make the wrap and tap. So now, in addition to my relaxer, yes, my relaxer, we're not going to go over that again. We're just not going to jump into it. But in addition to me, once I run out of my relaxer, I got to get to a new relaxer. I have to replace my wrap and tap, which is a wrapping lotion. It's a setting lotion. So you can use it for wet sets as well as wrapping your hair, blow drying it, you name it, you can use it for it. And it adds a lot of gloss and shine and sheen and honey. It is the bee's knees. They no longer make it. They make the concentrated version where you have to add water. And okay, I may do that, or I may go to the Carryall setting lotion, which I have used in the past, but I always went back to the wrap and tap because it gave me more shine. So yeah, yet another hair product that has been discontinued that I need to find a replacement for, which just goes to show you how long I have been doing my own hair. And honey, it's been a minute. I've been doing my hair for a very long time, and I'm very loyal to the products that are loyal to me and my hair. So now that I have given you that total scoop, we're just going to move right along. And now we're to the part of the program where we do, now that was the telling. So now we're doing the showing. Remember I said telling, showing. Okay. So right now we are in the showing portion of the program, what we like to call the meat and potatoes, okay? The main course. So I am going to basically turn around and I'm just going to show you the state of my hair, just how everything has been going and flowing. We're going to do a little looky-loo, and then we're going to come right back, and then I'll give a little final updates, and then we just going to get up out of here, okay? So again, without any belaboring of the point, we're just going to jump right we're just going to get right to it, okay? So if you're ready, I'm ready, so let's go. So that's the dealio with my do as far as how it is right now and the state of it. And I think it looks pretty good. And if it does look like it's the same length that it was before, it is. Because I think I told you guys before, when I trim, I pretty much try and keep it at the same length. I didn't trim too much off. I want to say it was maybe, I don't remember how much, maybe an inch and a half or something like that, but everything looks and feels good. And you guys know that I like to check the middle part, just to make sure everything is thick all the way through. And of course, trimming helps with that. It helps me to keep ahead of any type of snafus or any nonsense that can happen with your hair or my hair. So with that being said, everything's looking good. Everything is feeling good. And with regard to trim, I know that, well, a couple of you have mentioned that you wanted to see another trimming video. Now, I will say, now that my hair is longer, it takes me longer to trim. But, so it's a little harder for me to maneuver and navigate, being that I'm doing this by myself. I'm my own beautician. So it's a little cumbersome to do that and film and all this other stuff. But I will say, if I do a big trim where I just cut it, cut more than 2 inches off, and it's a significant trim, I will definitely, more like a cut, I will definitely record that. Just like what I did in my other trimming video, which was basically a big cut. If I do that, not because I have breakage or anything, but just because if I do that, a significant trim, that would be easier for me to record, because then I'm not being particular about how much and what it's looking like or whatever. It's just going to be a big cut. So I will come back in if I do that, as far as that type of trim. And another request that I received was basically to measure the length of my hair. And I thought I had a measuring tape, like the fabric one that you use when you're making garments and everything like that. I don't have it. I thought I had it. I don't. I got to order one. And then as soon as I order it and I get it, we can do a whole measuring tail of the tape and how long my hair is as far as inches and centimeters and all that good stuff. So I haven't forgotten, and it is still on the list, those two things. And I don't have it for you today, but I am working on it. Okay. So y'all still love me? You still love me? You love me? You still love me? Okay. We still cool? We still friends? Okay. So with that being said, it's still on the list. But everything else is looking good. I didn't color this time around. I don't think I've colored the last 2 cycles. Again, sometimes I just don't feel like it. Sometimes I just want to get my hair done and over with. And of course, coloring adds a little bit more time and a little more attention to your hair. So, and like I said, I'm just doing this by myself. I don't have any extra hands to help. So with that being said, I didn't use any color this go around, but everything else was the same. I still have my precise relaxer, still working on that, meaning going through my little stash. And like I said, once I'm through with that, I'm going to look at some other things. A firm keeps popping up, and a lot of the good, but then I heard there was some rumblings as far as Hairlicious may have had an issue with a firm. So I got to check out her video, and see what's popping with that, because no ma'am, So with that being said, just get the consensus of what I should use next. And we already did a rundown. Everybody had their say and their little 10 cents and 5 cents and this and that. So I appreciate all that. So I got a little bit of time to go before I have to actually make that decision. But with that being said, I am happy. I'm happy with the length and the products and the yada, yada, yada. And yeah, that's about it as far as my side of the hair story. But you guys already know, those who are initiated, that ain't the end of the program just so yet. Because it's not all about me. It never is, nor should it be. No. Now I'm going to take the mic and hand it to the rest of you. I told my hair tales. Now it's time for you to tell about your hair. That's if you have anything to tell. And for those who know what's about to go down and know what time it is, we can say it together. Is roll call time. Roll call time. Yes. Grandmama and them and Boogie and Cece and Riri and all of it. Just grab everybody, honey, and come on into the room. It is now time for roll call time. And what is that, honey? That's when y'all get to give your hair testimony and let us know what's going on with your do. Did you try anything new? And maybe you didn't like it. Did you try something old, or did you kick something to the curb as far as an old product? Did you go from natural to relaxed, or relaxed to natural? Honey, anything and everything you want to tell us about your hair. We're just keeping it to hair. Anything you want to tell us about your hair, honey, come on to the front, because it is now your time to share, because we love to hear it. So while that is going on, and while the usher is ushering everybody up to the pulpit, it is now time for us to give the benediction. Yes, it is, honey. It's about that time. Is that all right with y'all? And the congregation says, amen and amen. So with that being said, that wasn't too bad, right? We were in and out, okay? I want to thank you so much for dialing in and showing up. I really do appreciate it. I really do. I really do. And yeah, we'll be back talking about some more stuff. Honey, I need y'all to tiptoe. Well, you can run, or you can skip, you can jog. Whatever's going to bring you on back, that's what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to come on back in here because we got some more to talk about. Not just hair either. So you got to come back for that. So you already know. It's going to be the same Dolce dial. It's going to be the same Dolce channel. So you come on back. All right.